So now what I want is to do some bucketization based on this age. So what I can do, I can actually put, let's say, age bucket. So age bucket, what I can do, see here, something based on condition we can put. So even do it manually, or we can use the if condition over here. So I can simply see there are multiple ways of doing it. If you want to do it very quickly, we can go to number filters, and we can say that, let's say, if it is less than 30, so I can click say OK. So we can write it like this, less than 30, fine. So I can copy it like this, less than 30. And the next bucket that I'm going to see is, we can say, between 30 to 40. So between 30 to 40. So I can write like this, between 30 and 40. So the moment I copy it like this, so this is a bit of manual work, so we can restrict it by using if condition as well. So this is a small data set, so we thought we'll just do it as a filter. And the next one would be greater than 40. So if you click like this, so we can say like this, greater than 40. So now I have some buckets based on age. So I just wanted to do some quick analysis over here. So I will remove the filter. So I can see that my age bucket has come. Now what I can do, I can simply create a pivot and make some analysis over there. But before moving to the actual pivot, I would like to do some more calculations. See, I have got the hiring date. So with date of birth, you are calculating age. With hiring date, you can calculate tenuity. So as on date, what is the tenuity of these employees? So I can create another column, say tenure. And here also I can do the same kind of calculation, saying equal to year, or let's say better, equal to, okay. So here what we can do, we can simply say this, we don't want it to be based on month number. So what we can do, we can make this as frozen minus hiring date. So if you put it like this, so you get some data like this. Don't worry, you can click here, take the format painter and simply copy it like this. So you can see that tenuity has come in terms of days here. So how many days these employees are working. So now it can be converted to months. So tenure MTS, months. So these are just steps of doing some basic kind of analysis that we can do, a bucketization that we can achieve. So tenuity for months, it is very simple. We can just take an average of 30 days. So simply like this we can say, so on an average, this is the data that we are getting. So we click and then we reduce the number of points. So we can see 65 months, 26 months, like this, different numbers that we are getting. Now here also we can do a bucketization based on the tenuity. Fine. So based on years also we can do, based on months also we can do. If we simply want to convert it into years, so I would have, instead of 30, we should have done it as 365. So like this, if I put it like this, so you can see now the tenure is based on year. So I say I understand, I ignore the error, So there is some, it thinks that there is some error there. So I have taken it as year. So tenure in terms of years now. So see how quickly we can convert data into some meaningful information. Now what I can do, I can simply say tenure bucket. So tenure bucket, what we can do, we can, like, one thing we have done it based on filter. This time what we can do, we can put it as a if condition. So my tenuity will come based on if condition. So I can say less than 2 years, 2 to 4 years, and greater than 4 years. Okay. So I don't see any data less than 2 years, so it will be 0. So no point taking that value. So maybe we can say 2 tenuity, less than 3 years and more than 3 years. 3 to 4 years is also there. Less than 3, 3 to 5, more than 5 is also not there. Just 2, 3, 4, 5. These 4 sections are there. So I can do the bucket based on the number of years also, and I can segregate it into 2 buckets like this also. Let's put it as less than 3 years and more than 3 years. So I simply say equal to, if this value is less than 3, then you simply say less than 3 years, or you say three years and above, like this. So immediately you can see the output. Now what we have done, we have seen some bucketization based on age and based on tenuity. Now what I can do, I can simply bring out a pivot. So now you can see the pivot that I'm going to make is a pivot of pivot. Fine. So this was my raw data. I converted it into this pivot, and finally what I'm drawing another pivot out of it. So I select the entire data range and I go to Alt DP, so which brings me the pivot. Now my analysis will be very simple. Let's say I wanted to do some analysis based on your age bucket. So I can simply bring it like this. So age. So age, if you put, you can put it like this, and age bucket, if you put, you can bring it like this. See how simple it is. So if you just copy and put this employee ID, you can see that 10 employees are within the range of 30 to 40 and 5 are less than 30, something like this. So we can format it like this: less than 30, 30 to 40, and greater than 40. So for formatting, what you can do, you can rearrange the columns or the rows as well. When you click on a particular cell, you see some 4-headed arrow. When you see that 4-headed arrow, you can drag and drop these items anywhere within this particular pivot. Now here this particular data is showing the count. So instead of count, what I want a percentage. So I can simply say percentage of grand total and say like this. So I can say immediately that 41% of my employees come between the age of, or lie between the age of 30 and 40. I can instantly create a chart from here. I can say analyze pivot chart and then go to pie and put something like this. So this is my analysis based on age. So instantly I can make a chart out of this particular data. So this was some concepts related to understanding how to bucketize data.